how many whistleblowers are needed before the Biden family is held accountable. We already know factually that Hunter Biden broke laws and the statute of limitations ran out, so he can't be prosecuted. What a surprise that our government knows how to slow roll something to where they can't even prosecute if they wanted to. Their hands are tied. Bureaucracies are great at using bureaucracies. But you know what? We have great Americans, somehow in the IRS. I understand most people believe that taxes are a requirement and not theft. I'm just grateful these gentlemen all believe that our politicians shouldn't be allowed to steal from us and sell our interests. You can love or hate James Cormier. He's at least bringing the facts to the table. And this week we have another mystery whistleblower coming into the committee to testify. Let's hear what James Cormier has to say about it.
Two IRS whistleblowers are set to testify before your committee, the Oversight House Committee, on Wednesday over the handling of the investigation on Hunter Biden. What do you expect to learn, Congressman, from these two whistleblowers?
Well, these two whistleblowers, they were the most credible, highest-ranking IRS employees in the Criminal Investigations Division. This is the A-team for the IRS. We are going to hear from them, and we have a lot of questions. As you know, Sean, we've obtained bank records. We've obtained information that shows that the Biden family created an extensive number of shell companies or fake companies for the sole purpose of laundering money, and we get the term launder from 6 different banks that filed reports with Treasury that said the Bidens were laundering money. So we finally have experts that are going to testify under oath as to whether or not laws were broken, if so, how many, which laws, and we're also going to see whether or not the government has stepped in to obstruct a formal investigation if there was a cover-up by high-level officials in our federal government. So I think this has the potential to be a very informative hearing for the American people.
Well, we know the identity of Gary Shapley. Will the identity of the second whistleblower be revealed? Will the American people get to see him and learn who he is, or she?
Absolutely. And we're calling him Whistleblower X. He has provided under oath a transcript. I've read the transcript where he sat with the Ways and Means Committee for multiple hours and answered questions. Now the American people are going to get to hear firsthand what these two credible IRS whistleblowers have to say about what laws, if any, were broken and what was done to obstruct their investigation. Now, I think it's going to be very important because most of the mainstream media did not cover the Ways and Means transcript. Very few people in America have read that. I've read it's over 400 pages, but it's going to be much more easily digestible to see on TV what these whistleblowers have to say about what exactly the Bidens were doing and whether or not they paid taxes and whether or not they got off scot-free.
Yeah, and it's one thing for you to tell me they're credible, but when I get to see them with my own eyes testify and we can judge, America can judge for themselves, that is so important. We'll be tuning in.
And that's what we're looking for. We would like to hear all the information. The American people are not children that need to be coddled, although that does seem to be true for our next generation, thanks to the Department of Education. We deserve to know the truth because clearly shady things are happening. If you believe it's important that everyone has the information they need to make a proper decision, would it be a ridiculous idea to subscribe? If you disagree, put it in the comments. For me, the simple fact is this. This is not about left versus right. Those are two wings to the same bird. It's about the political class taking all this power and abusing it. In today's world, the Democratic Party is all for doing whatever they want because I think they honestly believe they might be helping the world. I don't think they're devils. I think they're people who have good intentions and they're paving our way to hell. When you're trying to help someone, it is so easy to be ignorant of who's being hurt because you're not paying attention. They don't have to be bad actors for this to be a bad problem. The fact that we have people in power that think they know what's best and will do these things is the problem. That's the problem. We can't have politicians having this much power because it will corrupt. And let's remember, this is a popularity contest, and almost everyone in the Democratic Party is over 60. They have not changed over in a very long time. And the Republicans are pretty shite too. They're not really interested in changing anything. We have the Freedom Caucus and we have the Mises Caucus. Those are about the only people trying to reduce the federal government and increase our freedoms. We've got to support them. I'll continue to cover this. I can't wait to hear what Whistleblower X has to say. We all know it's just going to be the fact that this is all true. And very soon we're going to find out whether Biden can even run or not. I think it's less than a 40% chance that Biden is able to run in this next election. Stay tuned. I hope you learned something. I'm Tristan with Radically Rational Radio. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Stay resilient.